Started to broadcast. We're live.
We're live now?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
that's what I want to hear.
I knew that you would.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do it?
Buckle up, buckos.
Let's do it.
Hello and welcome to episode 1009 of the Player One podcast for Tuesday, March 31st, 2026. I'm your host, Chris Johnston. And with me as always from Canada is Mr. Greg Seward.
Hello.
How's it going there, sir?
I'm pretty much done with this cold weather.
Come on.
Let's be done with this. What happened to all that global warming I kept hearing about?
It's
That's
called
not how it
climate
works, Greg.
change, and
No, it's not.
Oh
It's
my
called global
gosh.
warming. That's
part of it.
That's not how it works.
Can we
No.
address the elephant in the room?
Sure.
I seeing CJ without glasses makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm not saying you're not handsome. I quite the opposite.
It does
But it
make you
just-
look dumber.
But I didn't say that. But I just, it's been, I don't know, man, almost 30 years, and I just don't know if I don't
You haven't
know.
seen me without glasses in
I don't
30
think I've
years.
seen with you without glasses in 30 years.
I know it's a little weird, huh?
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Little disconcerting. I'm not going to say off-putting, but it's just a little bit disconcerting.
Yeah.
It's off-putting for me as well to look in the
Yeah.
mirror and not see glasses on my face.
You need to be off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a between
Yes.
two friends joke. I stole it.
There you go.
No.
And joining me from the great state of Washington for the last time, Mr. Phil Theobald,
Good day to you, sirs.
looking dapper.
Thank
Oh,
you.
jeez. Jesus
Whoa.
Christ.
Yes.
I already
I'm-
hate everything about this.
I'm here. I've brought my elegant style. I brought my
elegant style.
trademark
Oh.
whimsy
Oh, yes.
and enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Oh,
Mm.
Truly,
Oh my gosh.
lifestyles of the rich and famous right here.
Absolutely. You'll excuse
Phil.
me while I top this off here. Just
Oh, yes.
there we go.
Which- which-
Mountain Dew. Jesus
Which
Christ.
kind of dew is this?
This is the zero sugar Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Ah,
Mhm.
But
what year?
it is a fine 2026
vintage?
It's in 2026.
Mm,
Mm.
absolutely. It
Nice.
pairs well with being high.
How do you know this?
I've read books on the subject.
I see.
Yes.
Phil is high right now.
That's not true yet.
Oh,
Ugh.
I see. Well, you're looking
What?
you're looking sharp there for
Thank you. Well,
your
it's my final show.
broadcast.
And I figured I would give it the dignity that it demands. And
Wait,
so
which
here we
show
are.
demands dignity? It's not this one.
Oh, I think so.
Oh,
This is as we know, this is the longest running video game podcast
not true. No,
in the history
Isn't
of
it?
the
It must be
medium.
close.
it's
it's-
not. No,
It's certainly
Really?
the first podcast about video games
Yeah, that I agree
in the
with.
history of the medium.
there are quite
Yeah.
a few that are older than us. They're still going.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
The CADcast for
I
one,
choose not to believe you.
cheap ass gamer
Oh,
podcast.
CADcast is still going?
Yeah.
I can't believe they're still going, and I've never listened to an episode. How have they survived?
They got listeners. They got plenty of listeners.
Not me.
Oh, well.
I
you missed out.
mean, I don't mean anything by that. I just don't listen to them.
Greg counts for like 6 or 7 listeners
Right.
by volume.
Do either of you listen
not
to any
kidding.
other video game podcasts on a weekly basis? Let's just
Wait,
get this out here right
what's
now.
that?
On a weekly basis? No.
On a weekly basis.
No.
What is the question?
Do you listen to any other video game podcasts on a weekly basis?
Video game podcasts?
Or well, for you, any podcast?
I don't listen to any video game podcast on an ever basis.
Okay.
I listen to
So-
Fun Factor.
Yeah,
I really
listen to
enjoy Fun Factor.
Yeah, there are
Um,
quite a few great video game
I
podcasts out there.
tend to listen to I don't listen to anything weekly. Although I started going back to the gym, so I'm listening to more podcasts. But Gamer Looks at 40. I used to listen to pretty regularly, but he kind of stopped making shows for a while. I used to listen to Here's My Question for You, but they haven't made a show in months. I never listened to Games as a Podcast, but I noticed that's never had any episodes for months now as well.
It's
Anyway,
easy to
Ethan's,
pod
right?
fade.
That was
Like
Ethan's, yeah.
one
Yes.
host leaves, and then the other two are like, we should leave too.
I don't intend to leave.
There you
Me
go.
neither, actually.
For the
I'm
record,
no
because I'm
quitter.
seeing it brought up in chats,
Yeah.
allow me to stand up.
Pants.
Wearing pajama pants under
For the first
this. How dare
time.
you?
For the first time
For the
How
first
dare
time,
you.
for the last time.
in a long time.
My goodness. Go big or go home, I say. And if that
Paul
involves me
Mattingly
putting
in the
on
chats,
pants,
in the chat, by the way. Hey,
What?
it's the famous Paul.
oh my gosh, it's Paul
in the chat.
Mattingly. I love Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only
Hi,
here
Paul.
for his job interview, right? Like
I
as
mean-
soon as we stop recording and
Replacement
Phil
Phil.
leaves, we're gonna be interviewing Paul.
I mean, that
They're-
is an upgrade.
Their name
Damn
does
right.
start with the
Like
same
a
letter.
Substantial upgrade.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't disagree.
You all should go listen to Matt and Mattingly's Ice Cream Social.
You absolutely should.
One of
Yes.
the very few podcasts I actually listen to.
There you go.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Phil,
Yes, sir.
welcome to your final episode. Final
It's
regular
wonderful to be
episode.
here.
I guess I should say.
At my age, it's wonderful to be anywhere.
Yeah.
Ah.
Indeed. We're all getting older,
I mean, that's
But
just how
especially
time
Phil.
works.
especially Phil.
Everyone's getting older. At
All the
s-
time.
At the
Just
same
never
rate.
stops.
It's crazy. Can't stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So I had my eye surgery this past week. I don't know if you've noticed. That's why I'm not wearing glasses.
Did you leave your glasses at the surgeon's?
That's
they're
what
right
it
here.
was.
They're right here.
Oh my gosh.
They're useless to me now, however, because I put them on and everything's blurry. So
Oh my gosh.
can't wear them
You're
anymore.
like Peter Parker after he got bit by the spider.
Oh, there you go.
You
Perfect.
put him on. Was this all an elaborate Raimi Spider-Man bit?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Let's go with that.
Okay. Wonderful.
I had them do the they have two different ways of numbing the eye. One is they give you drops that numb the
Okay.
eye, but you still can move your eye and you have to like move it when the doctor tells you to move during the surgery. you
Does this
do
involve a syringe going into your eye? Because I don't want to hear it.
We're gonna get
Oh,
all Dead Space
no.
2 in here.
We're
Oh,
getting
that
there.
hesitation.
We're getting there.
I don't like
No,
There's
this.
a before
We're
after
getting
they
there.
sliced
Oh,
open
no.
the door into your eyeball.
We're getting there. So the drops are one option, but then your eye
Okay.
can still move.
Right.
And the other option is they numb your eye with anesthetic, and it's a shot that they have to put in under your eye. But then they
Oh!
like, once the needle is in there, they then like move it a little bit so you can like really feel it
Ah!
under your eye. And I was
Oh.
like, give me the shot. Give me the shot. And the reason I picked it,
Ugh.
reason I picked
So you
that,
could gross us out on the podcast, or
there's that. There's that.
You were when you played Dead Space, you were like, "Man, I wish that were me."
I wish that
I
was,
was-
me. Yeah.
I was thinking about that Dead Space scene the entire time because I had to do
Yeah.
it twice, 2 different days. I had to
Oh,
do it
God
with
damn
both
it.
eyes. And I was like, I don't want my eye to accidentally move or do anything. Like, I don't trust the drops. Like, I don't, when it comes
Well,
to
what you
my
don't trust
eyes,
is your eye.
what's that?
You don't trust the eye.
I don't trust the eye.
It's your
That's right.
eyeball you don't trust.
I exactly. I don't trust
Yeah.
my own eyes.
Yeah.
So I went for the shot, and I was thankful that I did.
And you know
Eh.
that's the problem. People don't trust their own eyes. They don't trust what they see
Wow.
these days. This is
Well,
This
with
is
all the
all-
deep fakes and
tying back in.
AI stuff, I mean, I can do AI
AI.
generated right now. But yeah, so they numbed my eye, and then my eye was still moving. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna have to give you a second injection."
Oh, good Lord.
So they had to do that on both days. They had to give me a second injection.
They can't just knock you out for this?
The story just gets worse and worse.
No, they can't.
Why
No.
not?
Well, they don't.
But,
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know why.
that
But
doesn't
it
mean
is
they
weird because
can't, right?
you can still see out of the eye. So while they're doing it, they like spray saline into your eye, and it is almost like going through a car wash and just having like water sprayed on your windshield, except it's your eye and you can't feel it. It's
Yeah, but I
very
live
weird.
with you. You're used to liquid being sprayed in your eyes.
Says who?
But I don't even know what you're trying to get at there.
So,
Yeah. But now I have new lenses. They took out my
Greg?
they used the ultrasound to break up my old
I'm telling you, Greg,
lens
leaving
and
the show is not a bad idea.
vacuum it out.
Starting
Join
to
me.
feel that way.
You can leave CJ here to talk about his gross eye surgery.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start our own podcast, Greg, you and me. Once a year.
No talk about eye surgeries allowed.
Surgical gross out podcast. Yikes.
It was interesting though. It was
Yeah, interesting is one word, I
That is
guess.
That is a
I thought about Dead
terrifying.
Space a lot this week. A lot.
ugh.
And now I have to put eye drops in my eyes 4 times a day. So that's also
How long does that
so,
go
like,
for?
That
Terrible.
to me, that's bad enough. Just the eye drops is bad.
Yeah.
enough.
eye drops. Yeah.
Like you talking about swishing around needles under your eye and everything is like,
Ugh.
man.
The funny part, well, the
What are we even doing?
anesthetist on the second day, I had a different anesthetist, and she was like, "It's okay. I just finished watching the YouTube series on how to do this."
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's like, oh god,
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good.
Joking, of course.
I like
Mr.
that.
Beast had 100 people from ages 1 to 100 attempt eye surgery, and I made it
Yeah.
almost to the end, so I'm doing pretty
I made
okay.
it almost to the end.
I don't
Oh.
wear I don't wear contacts. I don't like putting drops in my eyes. I don't like touching my eye or anything. And I went
For
through
the
No.
needle shoved in them. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but anyway,
How long do you need to continue adding the drops to your eye for?
until the receptacle in which they came in is out of drops,
I see.
cannot yield anymore.
I see.
Then I'm done.
Okay.
But it's 4 times a day.
You know, you could just probably squirt a bunch of those into the sink and get done with the whole thing sooner.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's true.
Didn't think about that before. All right.
Hacker alias Conan 3.4 says in the chat, got my tissues ready for this episode. Someone's
already,
very excited by CJ's eye surgery.
Yep.
yeah. I could talk more about it if you like.
I would prefer you had not talked
Please
about it
don't.
at all.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
Well, let's talk about some video game news then.
Okay.
Everything's getting more expensive is the
Oh God.
So good.
the theme.
Everyone's getting laid off and prices are going up, up, up.
Prices are going up, up, up. Well, we will start by talking about Nintendo. They issued a little notice, I guess, that beginning in May 2026, starting with pre-orders for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, new Nintendo published digital titles exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2 will have an MSRP that is different from their physical versions. Now, this actually, so for North America, this is new, but for the rest of the world, this has actually been the case since last June.
I mean, isn't this really like when digital games became a
Yep. I was
thing?
just about to say the same thing.
This is what we all
This
kind
was
of
the promise.
assumed would happen.
Yeah.
This is what we had hoped for, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, from the standpoint of, hey, everything's going to get a little cheaper if you buy it digitally,
Yeah.
because that's
They
what
don't
we
need
were
to-
promised.
They don't need to print up the boxes. They don't need to ship the games.
Yeah,
There's so much less money being spent on
savings.
yeah. And we'll pass those savings along to the consumer, right?
Right.
Sure.
but here we are.
Well, it wasn't happening for a little while there, but starting
it's still
May,
while.
It's still not happening.
it's still not happening. May 2026, Nintendo is pricing games differently between digital and physical. So in the case of Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, that means it's $10 cheaper on digital than physical. So $69.99 for your physical and $59.99 for your digital.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a digital only
Or
consumer,
$100 if you're in Canada.
CJ,
Or like $100 if you're in Canada. Yeah.
how do you feel about this as a digital only?
As a digital only consumer, which I have been digital only since 2013,
Right.
keep in mind. So I've been paying the full price for games for many years at this point.
Yeah.
I welcome this change. Save me $10. Sure, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
There used to be, a little Nintendo system where when you bought digital games, you accrued points that then you could cash in for money off of digital purchases, and they stopped doing that. So I welcome this change from that standpoint to at least save a little moolah.
Well, all right.
But
It's like $5, right?
What?
It's like $5, isn't it? Like,
$10.
Oh,
It's $10 here.
when I was looking at the Canadian pricing, I think the difference was like $5.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Or maybe it's 15. Maybe no, it's 15. I'm sorry, it's 15. Math not good.
Numbers not add up.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm good with that. But of course, I do recognize that there are a lot of people who still prefer to buy physical copies, and they are not seeing such savings. And when it comes to Nintendo games that rarely go on discount,
Because they don't want to make physical games anymore.
maybe that's part of it. Yeah. But I'm all for it. I want Sony to do the same thing. Especially because now they also removed their digital sort of discounting, because PlayStation Stars gave you PSN
right.
credit,
Oh, I forgot
and
about
they
PlayStation
stopped.
Stars.
They stopped doing that. So
Yes.
now I would like PlayStation to also do the
Remember-
same. That would be nice. But
Do you remember when we felt like we were appreciated as customers?
when was that?
It
When
was a
that?
while ago.
Exactly.
It was a while ago.
Oh,
Just saying.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's talk about some more good news, and that is that price changes for PlayStation 5,
Oh,
Oh,
PS5,
my.
they're going down.
and PlayStation Portal remote player. Yeah, they must be headed down.
Finally.
Nope,
I mean,
they're going up starting April 2nd, 2026. So
Oh, dear.
in the
Hey, remember
US, that
when-
means the PS5 is $649.99. The digital edition of PS5 is $599.99. The PS5 Pro, $899.99.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, remember
And-
when buying the console at launch meant you were paying a premium because it was eventually going to get cheaper?
I do remember that. I do remember that. And the PS5 Pro now in Canada, I believe, is over $1,000.
It is $1,100.
Oh, my goodness.
$1,100.
The standard version, the standard with the disc is $820,
Mm.
I see.
which after tax is over $1,000. So, or pretty close,
Okay.
depending on what part of the country you're in.
Trying to look
I
up.
mean, to be fair, up until this price hike, a Pro was $960. So, I mean, we were already flirting after tax. You were paying over $1,000 already.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
So just to note here, the PS5 digital edition, which is what I have, when I bought it at launch in November 2020, was $399.
Jesus Christ.
So that is a difference now of $200.
Everything sucks.
Yeah. Well, the question then becomes, what the hell? How long is this generation going to go? And when it's time for new hardware, what will that cost? And what does
I
that
mean,
mean
it
going
feels like
forward?
it feels like $1,000 in Canada. It feels like you're not
Feels
going to
like
get a game system for under
$1,000.
$1,000 at this point for next generation, anyway.
Well,
Hmm.
because you also have the mid-gen refresh, the PS5 Pro, that's already over 1,000
what I mean.
Canadian dollars, and certainly approaching that in American dollars as well. So,
I mean, the Switch was their Switch 2 was like, well, what was that when it came out here in Canada? It was already pretty up there.
right.
Yeah,
I don't remember
Anyway, yeah, it was like
what it
$700.
was,
Hmm.
but yeah, and then we have the Steam machines, which who knows when those will get prices or release dates. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was very interested in that, but who knows how much that'll cost?
Yeah.
It's a glorious time to be alive. Be a video game fan.
Everything sucks.
Oh boy.
Everything sucks. And speaking of everything sucking, the developers of Wanderstop, which is a game that I love, was my game of the year last year. Ivy Road, they're shutting down on March 31st. So that really sucks. Really, really does suck. Apparently, they do have one other piece of news for Wanderstop that will be announced at some point. I hope it's a Switch 2 edition, like get some more people playing that game. That would be excellent. But unfortunately, they are closing, and that really sucks. They were not able to find funding for their next project. So
it's too bad.
That really sucks.
Yeah. What is happening to video games? Is it getting more expensive to buy the systems, and developers who make great stuff, it's not enough for them
Well, I mean,
to survive.
There were stories like last year about how, like, when we were in the throes of the pandemic, video games were a growth industry because everyone was sitting at home playing video games.
Right.
And buying video games, and so there was a lot of investment. But the articles that were coming out, like I said, about I think it was last year, about this stuff, were mainly saying, like, it didn't sustain that growth, because of course it didn't, because we were all made to go back to work and allowed to go back outside, and people stopped spending as much money on video games, and so they were warning that a lot of the investors were going to be leaving, looking for something else. Guess where they went? I'm going to guess
AI.
It's AI. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like that's just coming home to roost now. I think we had a sort of a false uptick in investment based on a very short-term boon, and now we're leveling off. But what sucks about that is that tons of people are losing their jobs. So, but it's okay, because AI is going to fix it all.
Except it's not going to. Like, I still don't understand that line of thinking that AI is...
I'm being facetious. I don't agree with that either. But
okay, just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as the console prices go, I mean, components are getting super expensive.
Yeah.
Thanks to AI, among other things. But I mean, the state of the world in general. But yeah, so I feel like we're just the game industry is one of the earliest industries paying the price for that.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about something to maybe look forward to.
Yeah, let's talk about some positive stuff here. Phil leaving.
Rumor.
Sorry.
I mean, that's good news for everyone.
What is it? What's good news for everyone?
Phil leaving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a rumor out there that Nintendo's planning a new Star Fox and a Zelda remake, but 3D Mario is not in the cards for this year. So
Star Fox Adventures 2.
Let's hope not. God. Although for some reason people have nostalgia for Star Fox Adventures, and I just do not understand it.
I know. I love it.
Not
Well, because they were
understand it.
kids when they played it.
They were kids when they played it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that makes sense. But so Nate the Hate, a Nintendo leaker,
Probably not real name.
Probably not his Christian name.
not the real name. And I'm not sure what their success rate is on any of this, but it does get reported on, so why not talk about it? It's something positive. New Star Fox, and then a Zelda remake. What do we think of this news, Greg?
It's time for a new Star Fox. So that's great.
Yeah.
If the Zelda remake's not Zelda 2, forget it.
Well, the rumor is that it might be
It's probably
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, Ocarina of Time is fantastic. So
That could be
why not?
really interesting. I mean, they sort of remade it for 3DS once already.
Yeah.
But I'd be interested to see what they would do with a remake of that. Like, what do they do with the graphic style of that?
Well, it'd be nice if they rebuilt it from the ground up.
Well, that would be good. Yes.
Yeah. That'd be great.
That would be great.
But it should
Good
be
talk.
Zelda 2.
It should be Zelda 2. Yeah, I think they should do Zelda 2 and Mario 2. Just have 2026 be the year of the twos. Just remake both of those sequels.
I'm all for it.
Make Zelda 2 good, and then get
Whoa!
Wait a second.
and then get Mario 2's mechanics back out there. I think
they just need to give it to Lizard Cube. Just get Lizard Cube.
Yeah.
To do Zelda 2. A Zelda 2 remake.
That'd be perfect. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'd be down with that.
And don't listen to what CJ just said. Zelda 2 is great.
Not. My goodness.
Speaking of Star Fox, Fox McCloud is in the Mario Galaxy movie.
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe this? Another Nintendo character appears in a Nintendo movie.
When is that movie coming out?
April 1st.
April 1st.
Oh, wow. Okay. So this week.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
This week.
We go see that during the Easter break.
I'm kind of excited about it because it does have Wart.
Yeah, the first movie was a lot of fun.
And the first movie was good, yeah.
I mean, there's no Sonic the Hedgehog, but it was a lot of fun.
You know, I still haven't seen Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, for God's sake.
Really?
No.
I saw the first 2 Sonic movies. I haven't seen 3.
Yeah, I haven't seen the third one yet either.
I see. Well,
yeah.
Let's keep going. Stranger Than Heaven was in an Xbox showcase this past week, and this is Ryu Ga Gotoku Studio, RGG Studios' latest game.
Yes.
That is, of course,
so this is not a Yakuza game, right?
It's not a Yakuza game, but it sure as hell looks like a Yakuza game.
Yeah.
You watch the trailer, and it looks like nothing but a Yakuza game.
Mm-hmm.
Let me share this. But yeah, it'll take place across 5 eras. And
Stranger Than Heaven, Generations of Doom.
I am wondering what they're going to do with the time jump, because it does go from like the early 1900s all the way up to 1965. So
yeah,
quite a jump in everything. And so will something that you do early affect things that appear later?
That has to be what happens.
It's going to be just like Phantasy Star 3. You're going to get married at the end of each generation, and then your kid.
I was going to say Eternal Darkness, but
oh, I thought I was with a Sega fan here, but I guess not.
I'm enough of a Sega fan to be able to say that Phantasy Star 3 was not a good game.
Oh my gosh.
I see.
I did.
And I wonder if it's going to only be in order, or if they will kind of overlap. Like, how will the story be
bouncing
told?
around in the
Moving
time
around? Yeah, exactly.
frame?
Like Eternal Darkness. Just saying.
I did look this up.
Yeah.
So apparently the final setting, the most recent setting in this game is 1965.
Yes.
So apparently, Kazuma Kiryu
Oh,
was born
shit.
in 1968.
There you go.
Oh,
See, this is leading up to
So this is going to end
his birth.
with his parents
Mm-hmm.
meeting in the final chapter.
it has
exactly
to be, right? They have to have something.
Larrabee Locke.
You have to do a mini game to conceive Kiryu. That's what this is. Jesus.
Like a batting cage kind of thing.
Yeah, like a batting cage
Yeah,
thing.
I mean that's what
except
it's like, right?
fertilizing an egg.
It's like the slot cars, but it's a little sperm zooming around through the fallopian tubes.
That's exactly right. Yes. Why not? That would be fun. Anyway, so
Good.
yeah, 5 different cities, 5 eras. I'm curious to see how this turns out. I know it's going to play like a Yakuza game.
Probably.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna.
Yep.
So I'm down with it. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks great.
I'm
I'm
excited.
sure it'll be awesome.
I'm sure it will as well. And hey,
Yeah.
while we're on the Japan tip, I just wanted to say that there's a brand new Cotton game coming out in August.
Yeah.
Phil, you might be interested in this. Cotton Rock With You is the name of the new game coming out on August 6th in Japan.
Yes.
And it'll support English, Japanese, Korean, traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. So coming out for everything. Well, PS5 and Switch too.
I do enjoy a good Cotton game.
Yeah.
No, I've never really played any of them.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, they're fun little cute 'em ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one of those series that I keep meaning to check out and just haven't really done.
This one with its like very overtly Japan setting looks a little more like KO Flying Squadron.
KO Flying Squadron.
KO
yeah.
Ugekitai.
Well, KO Ugekitai was the platformer game, CJ.
On
that's
the
right.
Saturn.
KO Flying Squadron.
Flying Squadron was the shooter.
Yeah.
Which also
sorry.
involved
Hey, this place is just going to go to the dogs once Phil leaves.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
see one of the playable characters. It's got Izuna, the unemployed ninja, is one of the playable characters in this new Cotton game.
What's the significance of that?
I guess you don't remember that DS
remember.
game.
No.
There was an old DS game, Izuna, Legend of the Unemployed Ninja.
Oh, I do remember.
It was a
that.
mystery dungeon type game.
Yes.
It was a pretty
okay.
good mystery dungeon type game.
I do remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played it, but
Oh, it was pretty good.
yes. Nice.
So you get a little cross series cameo here,
I guess so.
which I'm all for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the news. Phil.
All right. Yeah.
We're doing what you've been playing now, and I
That's
figured
an incredible
we would
transition.
we would let you go first since it is.
So you can leave early if you want.
Oh
episode
yeah, I
yes,
was
you can leave
kind of
early if you
hoping to
like.
clock out a little early today. Get on with my day here.
That's right.
Let me top off my due here. One moment.
Nice.
Oh,
How often
goodness
do you
gracious.
use those?
Does Dana know you're using the wine glass for this? Or
Well, okay. First of all, this is a champagne
Champagne
flute. This is
flute,
not
whatever.
a wine glass. You freaking heathen! Jesus, this is
How
why
often
I'm
do you
leaving.
use the champagne flutes?
this is it.
Admittedly, not terribly often.
This is it. Yeah.
I'm not big into champagne. I'm not I enjoy a good glass of wine, but we have wine glasses for that. So
Yeah.
the champagne glasses only come out on special occasions. Like
this.
tonight.
I see.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us all about what you have been playing?
Well, let me tell you what I've been playing. I picked up this week the hot new retro video game compilation, Marvel Maximum Collection. emphasis on the capital X.
I don't understand the capital X. Such as for the X-Men, I guess? Or
Yeah, it's exactly. Of course, it's for the X-Men. What do you think it's
it's
for?
weird.
For the X-Men, because the only game people care about on that collection is the X-Men arcade game.
That's fair.
So I picked that up just
Okay.
for the X-Men arcade game, which is still a fun beat 'em up.
Not for Maximum Carnage?
You know, I did play a little Maximum Carnage because
And was I right?
I mean, Maximum Carnage was never a good game.
Exactly.
No, it really. I mean, I played through it back in the day because everyone played that game back in the day, and I remember not really liking it back then.
No.
And it's only gotten less good as time has gone on.
Yep.
Okay.
And because there were some good beat 'em up games back in the day. I mean, that was the prime time of Streets of Rage and Final Fight, and even like licensed stuff like Sunsoft's Batman Returns game on SNES. That was a good game. You know, and you had X-Men, which we're seeing right now. You had the Turtles and Simpsons and all that. There were a lot of very fun beat 'em up games, and
This is true.
and boy, Maximum Carnage and Separation Anxiety, its sequel.
Oh, Separation Anxiety was even worse.
Oh yeah, they're ugly.
But, yeah.
They don't play terribly well. They don't have a lot of good moves. It's just those games aren't good. X-Men arcade game though, still pretty great. Still a lot of fun. So I've been playing that mostly. You know, I did check out the Captain America and the Avengers game, which is it's okay. It's okay. It's obviously a second tier game. And what's the Arcade's Revenge, the Spider-Man X-Men in Arcade's Revenge. It seems like it could have been fun, but it's not.
Okay.
Like I was playing the first level of that, and you're just kind of you're in a giant kind of city area, and you have to climb around grabbing bombs or some such nonsense. Your little spider sense thing starts screaming at you, and you have to track down bombs. It's not very fun. Controls are not great.
But to fully get the enjoyment, you have to put yourself in the position of a kid who received the game for Christmas, and this is the only video game they're going to get for the next 10 months.
I mean, you know, this is someone who back in the day spent his hard-earned money on a copy of The Amazing Spider-Man for Game Boy.
Me too.
Which was developed by Rare.
Terrible game.
And oh boy, that game
finished it multiple times.
Just rancid. But yeah, I played through it.
Yeah.
I forced my way through it because you did what you had to do.
You absolutely did.
So but this X-Men arcade game is great and you know, arguably worth the cost of the collection alone. So
Nice.
So yeah, I picked that up and yeah, glad to have a physical copy of X-Men. Well, I don't have a physical one. I'm going to be ordering because they're, you know, it's limited run published this, so of course they're putting out a physical version. So I'm gonna
a few years from now you'll have that physical copy and
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good time.
So
be all good.
Yes. I'm hoping that this collection sort of sets a precedent because I would love to see a Simpsons version of this.
Yeah.
Come
That
out
would be cool.
With the Simpsons arcade and then all the crappy other Simpsons games.
The Acclaim games, Virtual Bart.
Yeah. Because none of those are good.
Yeah.
You know, Bart versus the Space Mutants and all of that stuff. None of those are good.
Yeah.
Did I play through all of them back in the day? Yes, I did.
You
Absolutely.
did?
Oh,
You actually
yeah.
did? I did not even bother.
No.
You know what? I played through Bart versus the Space Mutants.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
awful.
I feel like everybody played a good chunk of that no matter what.
That's true. I
Because
rented it.
was like
back in the
that
day.
was a big event. I mean, I don't know, people now probably wouldn't think that because
Right.
it is a pretty bad game. I mean, the Simpsons video game, the first Simpsons video game, that was huge.
The arcade game, yes.
Well, home game, I
Yes.
should say.
Paul in the chat, Paul Mattingly,
Mhm.
of Mattingly's Ice Cream Social, give it a listen. Is correct. Krusty's Funhouse is actually good. That is the sort of action puzzle game. It's kind of a Lemmings knockoff.
Yeah.
Which was, and I'm forgetting the name of it. That was an old like Amiga game.
Right.
Like Rat Trap or something.
I think I remember this. Yeah.
That Acclaim had the license to and just redid the graphics to make it into a Simpsons game.
Probably not a bad idea
No, it was a good game.
to do that. I mean, it's no Doki Doki Panic, but you know what it is.
Also worth pointing out, when I'm saying all the Simpsons games were bad, I'm talking 8 and 16-bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because once you got into like Hit and Run, I'm seeing is being mentioned in the comments. Hit and Run is outstanding. That's a great
I
game.
never played it. I would like to play it.
Really?
I never played it.
That was the GTA knockoff.
Yeah.
And it's really quite good.
I've heard good things. Yes.
Even Road Rage, which was their Crazy Taxi ripoff,
that was a good game.
Was a pretty solid game.
Yep.
It was blatantly.
Yeah, it was a B tier Crazy Taxi, but
it was
well made. Yeah.
But yeah, Hit and Run was actually really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably still the best Simpsons game, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's definitely. I think I would agree with that.
Yeah. But it would be worth having a collection with like Bart's Nightmare and Bartman versus Radioactive Man and Escape from Camp Deadly and all of these terrible 8 and 16-bit Simpsons games just to get a re-release of the arcade game.
Yeah.
Which we haven't gotten on a console since Xbox 360.
I think so, yeah.
Because that was an arcade. They released it as like an Xbox arcade game back in the day.
Right. And for PlayStation 3, I think also.
Right.
But yeah, that generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did a arcade 1-up version of it a few years ago, but
yeah,
you can't get that anymore.
They should bring that back. That'd be good.
I mean, it was also like $700 or some such nonsense.
Someone's gonna bring it back.
Yeah. So hopefully we see more collections of these old licensed games being brought back.
Yeah.
Some of them were really good. We got the old X-Men arcade game. We got the old Turtles arcade game back.
Yeah.
Kind of just missing the Simpsons one at this point.
That's right. I wonder if anyone would take the tack that new Jaws game from Limited Run did, where Jeremy Parrish like wrote a new scenario for like the other Jaws movies.
Yeah, just kind of like expanded that game, right?
Expanded it. Yeah,
I have not played that one yet.
I haven't played it either. It came out last week. I'm kind of curious about it, but I kind of like the idea.
It's been out for longer than a week ago.
No, it just came out.
What?
We had the trailer for it, but I believe it just came out recently.
Jaws Retro Edition.
Yeah, like the 21st.
Oh gosh.
Which was last week.
Unless you look at like Nintendo's official page, which says February 13th.
Oh, okay. Could be.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it this past week, and because I believe it was on sale or something. But anyway.
Yeah. $15.
Curious to experience that. I might have to pick it up.
Yeah, I'll probably pick that up at some point.
Yeah. What else you got, Phil?
Other than that, and I've been playing a mysterious game that I don't want to talk about.
Yep.
But beyond that, I've been playing. Hold on a second. I gotta take a breath here for this one. Super Mario Brothers Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus meetup in Bella Bell Park. Trademark.
Right.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
So this is the new Switch 2 version of Mario Wonder, which is an incredibly good Mario game.
Yeah.
With an additional mode, this little meetup in Bella Bell Park, which
Yes.
is kind of like multiplayer focused type stuff. I honestly have not messed around with the Bella Bell Park aspect of this game yet.
Right.
But it does add, we got a new character. You got Rosalina is now a playable character along with one of her little Luma buddies. And it adds some, a new little side storyline where the Koopalings are causing trouble. And so there are little levels that you play through, which culminates in a boss fight with each of them. So, you know, there are what, like eight Koopa kids, right? So you got,
Sounds plausible.
yeah. So you got the new stages with them at the end, and Mario has a new power if he collects a little mushroom. I guess any of the characters have this new power. That's one of the gimmicks of this game is the multiple playable characters.
True.
You get there's a little flower pot item you can collect, which puts you in a charming little rose costume, which
This
gives
is
you
true.
the ability to throw roses that they're just, they look like they would be platforms. And maybe, I don't know if because I haven't played this multiplayer,
Maybe they are for
maybe
that.
if you're playing multiplayer, they will function as platforms, but because they're big kind of flat roses that fly up into the air, and you have a like a hover jump. So you can jump and hold down the button, and you do kind of like the little Yoshi, where you sort of flutter up into the air. Not quite a double jump, but a little extended
Constipation jump.
yeah, a little jump boost like
Gotcha.
you get when you're constipated.
Yeah.
So, but I love Mario Wonder, so I had to pick this up, and I've played through a few of the Koopa Lings.
Stages.
Koopa Lings,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think did they used to be called officially the Koopa Kids? Or were they
I
always
thought so.
I thought they were.
Yeah, but I think now they're Koopa Lings.
I think it's changed. Yes.
But yeah, it's fun, and it's great to experience Mario Wonder again.
You know, I never got all that far in Super Mario Brothers Wonder, so
Now's the good time.
I know this has given me an excuse to go back to it. So I deleted my save and
did you really?
started anew. Yeah.
You know what? That's actually, I'm tempted to do the same. Because I'm running into this problem, and we've discussed this on the show before. When like a DLC comes out well after the game that it is for, and you go back to play the DLC, and you're just like, I don't remember this game's mechanics.
Right, exactly.
And like when I pop this one in, you know, it uses your old save data.
Yes.
And I didn't 100% Wonder, but I like 99%ed it. There was one bonus stage at the end, because after you complete the game, there's like a bonus world that are, and the levels in that bonus world are very difficult. And the final one, I absolutely could not beat. Like I played it, I swear, like 100 times.
Yeah.
Like I had maxed out my lives. You know, I had like 99 lives and just chewed through them all trying to complete this final stage, and finally just gave up because, well, yeah, I wasn't having a good time, and I didn't want to end up hating this game that I actually really, really loved just because of one overly difficult stage.
Totally.
So I had just about finished this game, and then going back into it, it plops you back into your world the
The
map's all
main
opened
map,
up.
right?
What's that?
It just plops you into the map, right?
Yeah, throws you right back into your map, which, at my point had been completely opened up and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't remember how the map functions in this game. I don't remember how the worlds are laid out. They're telling you like, oh, if you go into this world, there's one of the Koopalings has been spotted in this world. And I'm just like, is that the first world? Is that
Right. I don't remember where that is.
I don't know where this is. And there is an option. You can just pause the game and bring up basically just a menu where you select from a list which world you want to go to, but
Yeah.
that's not the spirit of the game. That's not fun. Just clicking between a bunch of menus to get to the next level you want to go to. So it's just like,
True.
maybe I should just start over and play through this game again because it's a really good game.
Yeah.
So
That's what I did. I started over.
probably the smart way to do it. And I may end up doing the same.
Yeah.
Now that I'm going to have all this free time on Sunday evenings.
Why not?
I mean,
Yeah.
so I did, I also could not resist picking up a new amiibo because with this release, there are a trio of amiibo. There's one of Elephant Mario. There's one of, I don't know who the other one is, but I picked up the important one, which is Capitan Todd there. Our dear friend Captain Toad.
Captain Toad, yes.
With one of the little talking flowers.
That's excellent.
Couldn't resist that. And because I'm an idiot.
Oh, geez.
Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you got yourself a talking flower.
I also got the talking flower toy, which is super cute and actually very well made. It's nice and smooth. It's got really good mouthfeel on it.
What?
It's
Oh, you meant the flower's mouth.
I mean, yes, absolutely.
Oh,
That's where the speaker is. The speaker is right inside its little gob there.
Uh-huh.
And it's got this little button here that you can tap and it'll start making noise. It'll start talking at you.
Okay. Just
Or
like in the game.
What's that?
Just like in the game.
Just like in the game.
Yeah.
And if you just leave it sitting on
now,
your...
will the talking flower be in the Super Mario Galaxy movie? We don't know yet.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I will find out in a couple days.
I guess so.
But it'll just start randomly talking. You can
Really?
Oh yeah. You can if you
Just like the game.
If you hold the button down, you can mute it for a while. I don't know exactly how long.
Yeah.
It'll stop talking. And you can actually, there is in the base, there is a little digital clock you can set.
Oh.
It is not, because it's hidden away in the base, it's not meant to be seen. It's just meant for the flower to...
So it doesn't start talking to you at night?
Right. You can basically set a time for it to be
inactive
sleeping time.
This is going to be like...
You may notice, though, I did take the batteries out.
Yeah.
Nice. This is going to be like the Star Wars prequels where everybody who's older is like, this is awful. I hate this. And then everyone who grows up with it is like, this is the best.
Oh, yeah. I love the little talking flower just randomly saying things to me.
Yeah. Video game podcasts in the next 20 years is going to be a bunch of people who are like, I love the talking flower.
Oh, remember that talking flower toy?
That was so
That was
great.
the best.
Yeah.
I got one off future eBay for like $700.
Yes.
But I did pick it up. It's very cute, but also, I don't need it yelling at me
all the time. Right?
So often. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that what I played? That's really,
That might be it.
that's really what I played. Oh, I did play through the demo of what's that Metal Gear Squid game?
Oh my God.
Darwin's Paradox.
Darwin's Paradox.
I played through that demo that you guys had
What'd
talked about
you think?
a few weeks ago. It was cute. I liked
Cute,
it.
right?
Yeah,
I might pick that
really
up.
excited for that.
That comes out in April.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might pick that up. I had some fun
Yeah,
with
me
it.
too.
So,
Yeah.
but
All right.
yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Those are the last video games I'll ever play.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yep.
Ah,
Mhm.
I
About
see.
time.
Well, I've also been playing Super Mario Brothers Wonder,
Oh,
Nintendo
yeah?
Switch 2 edition plus meetup at Bella Bell Park. And yeah, it's great. I need to play more of it and handheld. It looks awesome on the 1080p screen. And
How far did you get into it though? the
not
first time?
far.
Oh, really?
Not far.
Okay.
So I didn't feel like I was really redoing a whole hell of a lot.
Okay.
So I do need to play it more.
Good.
And then I played a whole bunch of Pokopia and still loving that. I haven't rolled credits yet, but
Oh.
I imagine that I will at some point.
Where are you at? Like, what is
I'm
the most
still
recent?
I've got the fourth biome open, the sky related biome open, and I'm starting to do things in there.
Okay.
So yeah. It's great fun. It's such a fun game. I love it. So that's all I've been playing. Greg.
Wow.
That was quick.
CJ's doesn't want to talk.
The big thing that I did this week was I finished Resident Evil Requiem.
Nice.
It's
Congratulations.
about 14 hours total.
Okay.
Thanks.
I need to get back to it.
Real good.
Me
Real
too.
good. Really happy with that game. Although I got there are multiple spoiler alert, I guess. There are multiple endings. And the first ending I got is very just like unceremonious. It was almost like the main character going like, all right, that's over, and walking away. Like, it was really weird, right? And when I mean, to the point that the second I made the sort of decision, there's a decision right at the end, and if you make the wrong one, there's a short scene, but then it's just very clear that this isn't it, right? So to the point that when the credits roll, I want to say when the credits roll, there wasn't even any music playing or anything. The credits just sort of start, and then it's over, and it's like, wow, that was really like not at all what I was expecting. And then when the credits finished, it was just like, so yeah, it doesn't say you got the bad ending, but it's like, hey, you want to go back to the decision point and try again? It's like,
Oh,
yes,
really?
yes, please. So I went back and made the proper decision for the good ending, and there was a lot left that I hadn't seen yet, and it was a real proper ending. So
good.
So yeah, but I mean, overall, like, really, really happy with that game. They, as I've mentioned before, like they really did a great job of mixing sort of two play styles. I feel like really giving you kind of both sides of what Resident Evil has become. You know, like Resident Evil 4 and 5, and I want to remember 6 felt like way more shooter heavy. And then, like, you know, 7 and 8 were not. And they really give you that with the split between Grace and Leon's stories in Requiem, which is great. And they really give you a lot of, I mean, the first half of the game is very heavy on Grace's side of the story. Second half of the game is very heavy on Leon's side of the story, and then the sort of the parallel storylines come together at the end, and to a really satisfying conclusion when you pick the right ending.
That's fun.
And I mean, the last half of the game is very, like, is such a love letter to the PlayStation trilogy, really. I don't know if I would go as far as to say that it makes a lot of references to Nemesis, but I never really played Nemesis, so I don't know. But man, does it make a ton of references to mostly Resident Evil 2, because that was where Leon came into the story anyway.
Right.
But a little bit Resident Evil 1 as well, as far as I can tell. So, like, you know, I, even as a casual fan from back then, because you couldn't not know about Resident Evil even if you didn't really play it,
Yeah.
right? Like you just kind of, it was impossible. If you paid attention to video games, it was impossible not to know a little bit about Resident Evil. I was seeing a lot of references, and I know I missed some. But it was very cool. They were definitely, it was, there was a bit of a victory lap sort of happening there at the end as far as just celebrating the original trilogy itself. And I dig it, man. Like, yeah, it's just a really well put together game. I have to say, as someone who really didn't play the PlayStation games, didn't really play much Code Veronica as well, didn't really even play much. I played a decent amount of Resident Evil 4, but never played through it. But I've been playing all of them since 5.
Huh.
This is by far my favorite one. Since
So
5.
have you not played through 4 then since?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No. I played a fair amount of it when it came out.
Okay.
But and I played a little bit of Resident Evil 0, and I played a little bit of the remake on GameCube, and played a little bit of Code Veronica because I was a Dreamcast fan, and it's like, ooh, Resident Evil's on the Dreamcast now. But I wasn't a huge fan of that series.
Oh wow.
Right. Like I was sort of remembering that too, because I think I mentioned this last week, or maybe not. My son was watching me play the game last week a little bit, and I was sort of talking to him about the history of the franchise and how, like, when the first game came out, this is so much different than what the first game was. And then, of course, that first game is on PlayStation Plus. So while he was sitting there, I fired it up. It's like, because I was sort of telling him, like, yeah, the only thing I really remembered about, or that I really felt had an impact, where I was much more of a Saturn guy, so I didn't really play the first Resident Evil that much, was how terrible the voice acting was.
No.
And I was like, here, you got to watch this intro, right? so I downloaded I streamed the original PlayStation Resident Evil, which is the director's cut, by the way. So the intro is a little bit longer, but
and live action, right?
Well, the intro is always live action.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anyway, he was just like very taken aback by how he's like, are they doing that on purpose? Like, well, in subsequent years, people have said they were doing it on purpose, but I don't really buy that.
No.
So yeah. It's like, no, they weren't doing it on purpose. It was just, yeah. Anyway.
I thought they were making something cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
making
cool. But it hasn't aged.
So yeah, the only thing that I'd say, not necessarily disappointed by, but I kind of was hoping for like a new game plus.
There is
where you just get some kind of like badass weapon and you can go through. There is, but you buy the different bonuses using credits that you earn, mostly tied to trophies and stuff like that. But different challenges you will earn you credits that you can use to buy behind the scenes stuff, or I shouldn't say behind the scenes, like models and art and various sort of gun upgrades and sort of upgraded versions of the weapons, which is great. But I was kind of looking forward to, say, maybe starting the game where both characters have the Requiem and unlimited ammo or something like that. Just like it's like, now if you just want to run through the game and just tear up everything, you can do that. Especially to clean up some of the challenges. But yeah, it's not really there. You can buy stuff like that and replay the game. I doubt I'm going to do that. So, but again, not to say I didn't love it. I loved it. Great game. CJ, you really should go back and play it. And it's not that long. Like,
I need to, yeah.
My clock was around 14 hours, but I definitely took my time. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I want to get back to it.
You should. You really should. So I was looking around for something to play. Well, actually, one other thing that I fired up my Steam Deck because I had bought iRacing Arcade. I don't know, a month or so back, and I just played it a little bit. And so I went back and sort of gave it a real, like, I'm going to give this some real time. And I have to say that I really, really want to like that game more than I do. I like the way it controls. It's got a really nice sort of, like, the arcadey controls are great. But I think the biggest issue that I have is that the difficulty options, there's not a good medium difficulty setting. Like, if you set it on, I don't know what the proper words are. I think I play it on pro. And on Pro, I think it's Pro. Anyway, whatever level I'm currently playing it on, you start at the back in every race, and the races are it's the series I'm in right now are 5 laps apiece, but the races are 3 laps apiece to start with. After the first lap, you've pretty much gotten past the entire field, and then you're just sort of leaving them behind. But then if you bump the difficulty up, it does that really maddening thing that I just can't stand in these games, where you still sort of can tear through the field, but then once you're in the front, that's when the rubber banding starts.
Sure.
And so you're just driving along, and suddenly like 3 cars will shoot by you that for no reason. And I can't stand that. Like I really would like to see something that was a bit more balanced. But there's also like a whole sort of team not team building, but you're building like your team's infrastructure. In between races, you earn credits during the races, and you can use those to buy different buildings. Like you buy an engine shop, and you buy a team headquarters, and you actually lay them out in like this very sort of I would almost say like Animal Crossing light. You build these buildings and you upgrade these buildings, and you can make the campus bigger, and you can decorate it, and all that's cool. And the buildings do offer you different perks, which is nice. Like I created an engineering shop, I think, where now every week they come up with like a different perk or a few selections of perks that I can add to my car. It's like you have an HP boost for the first lap, or if someone passes you, you get a little boost, or your tire wears a little bit better this week, or something like that. So that's all really neat, but it's not nearly as engaging as I think it needs to be to just the game's not exciting. It's just not exciting, which is a shame, because I love the idea behind this, and I love that they've taken advantage of some of the licenses that iRacing has with various real world courses and actual vehicles and things like that. And they've got a cool selection of different vehicles. Like I've gone from like a little Fiat 500 to basically a GT3 car to now an open wheel car, a Formula car. And that's all. And it all looks really cute, and it runs really well, and it does control great. But I was just finding myself getting really bored while I was playing it. It's just very repetitive. And, now maybe later in the game progression, the cars all have damage meters, they all have fuel meters and tire wear. So I could see if they make those more of a thing, make those more impactful in later series, that might make it a little bit more exciting. But right now it's just like the races themselves are a little boring. So it's a shame. I will say, though, one of the races that I did, and if you're not an F1 fan, you probably won't even understand this reference, but one of the races that I did recently was at the sort of cartoonified version of Imola, which is in Italy. And that is the track where Ayrton Senna had his accident in 1994 that killed Ayrton Senna. So now in Imola, on the outside of the turn where he died, there's a statue of Ayrton Senna.
Wow.
A shrine to Ayrton Senna. And in the game, approximately where that would be, there's a Brazilian flag hanging on the
that's
the
cool.
fence, which is it's cool. It's cool that, because when I was there, that was like one of the first things I thought, being an F1 nerd and knowing that statue of him is there in real life. It's like, I wonder if they did something.
Right.
And they did. They have a Brazilian flag there. So that's kind of cool.
Nice.
That is cool.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the races are short enough that if I'm sort of messing around with Steam, and I'll probably turn it on and play a race here and there, but I really want this to be way more compelling than it is. It's kind of sad. So then the other thing that I did, again, was looking for something else to play, and there's nothing really, nothing new that I'm super excited about in the moment that was already out. So I was kind of just sifting around my game collection and came across the Uncharted collections. I forget what they're actually called. But anyway, realizing and remembering that I'd never actually played Lost Legacy. So which was the spin-off of Uncharted 4, I believe. So it's like, yeah, what the hell? I'm going to play Lost Legacy because apparently it's like less than 10 hours long. And so that's what I've been playing. And I'll tell you what, I love The Last of Us. Don't get me wrong. But I really, really, really liked the Uncharted games a lot.
Yeah.
And I kind of, not that they need to go back and make those games again, because I think they've told the stories they want to tell. That the final Uncharted game finished very well. But I do miss the gameplay for sure. And yeah, it's got a bit of, I'm trying to remember if Uncharted 4 did this or not, but like Lost Legacy, once you get out of the opening scene, it's a bit of an open world thing going on. So the two characters whose names are completely escaping me at the moment. Chloe is the main character. Nadine, I think, is the partner character. Anyway, you're in a Jeep. They're in India, and you're in this sort of big open area with all these ruins, and you get where you're going by just driving around this big open world. Not big, but this open world in this Jeep, and that's where all like the conversation takes place and everything like that. It's cool. It's neat. I enjoy it. But I mean, the bread and butter is obviously the running, climbing, jumping, shooting of Uncharted, which is great. They've got that in spades here. So yeah, I'm really, really digging this. It's nice to sort of go back to it and experience sort of a gameplay style that I always really liked, but with an experience that I haven't actually had yet.
Right.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna push forward and try to finish this up pretty quick before I dive into anything else. Although I did also see that Absalom is now on Game Pass, which is a game that people have been telling me to play forever, and I just haven't checked it out yet. So I actually did download that as well, but I haven't turned it on yet. But I need to start playing that some more too. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week.
All right. Well, I guess that means it's time to head to blue skies.
I wanna fly sky high. Let's go together.
Alrighty. We have a lot of messages to go through. I don't know if you saw the thread for this show's this segment right here.
Sexy segment? What are we doing?
Section.
Finally, a sexy segment.
Oh. So we're not going to read all of them, but a lot of people wishing Phil well in the comments. So just wanted to say thank you again to everybody for pouring your comments onto Blue Sky. Thank you so much. Let's do this one from Grain Geek John, who says, "Hi. Firstly, a huge thanks to Phil for all the entertainment he has brought us over the years. We'll miss him very much. Secondly, don't you think there should be a law requiring all games to have a happy ending? The last two games I've completed have left me heartbroken. Red Dead Redemption 2 and The Last of Us Part 2.
The Last of Us Part 2 was funny.
The ending of it?
Yes. Come on.
I think we played different games.
Yeah, I don't remember that being funny.
Laugh a little.
I don't remember it being funny.
Oh, yeah. My gosh.
Was that the fight between...
I had a big fight. Oh, yeah.
the fist fight between...
My surrogate daddy got killed. No. Yeah, come on. It's funny.
My surrogate daddy got killed.
I think that was more heartbreaking.
There have been some downer video games.
Yeah, but then you just chase it with something good or something fun, like Elite Beat Agents.
Resident Evil Requiem's good ending is happy.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know what? You bring up Elite Beat Agents, but Elite Beat and the 2.0 End-On games, they always have that one stage.
Yeah.
That like breaks your heart and makes you cry.
Oh, absolutely. But it's a feel-good game in general.
Oh, darn tootin' it is.
Yeah. Where you play Parappa the Rapper and forge love between a dog and a flower.
Yep.
It's great. All right, let's do this one. From Hacker Alias Eat the Hype, Mr. Donnie Reese from Play Some Video Games, PSVG, asking this. How exciting is an Ocarina of Time remake? And how would you design a Zelda Anniversary Switch 2 console? And a message for you, Phil. Thanks for everything you've given P1P over the years. You've given so much to gaming through the pod and expanded the horizons of many through the show. Big inspiration for me. There you go.
Okay, well, slow down a little.
You're an inspiration, Phil.
Oh my goodness.
An inspiration.
You're the meaning in my life. Hey, wait, wasn't
That was in
that was
Elite
the
Beat
Elite
Agents.
Agent song that makes you cry?
That's true.
Oh.
That stage is great. I love that
Oh,
stage.
oh my goodness.
Ocarina of Time remake, very exciting. Zelda Anniversary Edition Switch 2. What would we want?
Oh gosh.
Just make it gold.
Oh,
Just go
just
old
back
school.
to basics.
Back to basics. You can color the Joy-Con green and white for the dress that Princess Zelda wears in her new timeline in Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know if I'd buy that. I'd be very tempted. Be very
Yeah.
tempted, but it would be very expensive in it. So I don't think I would buy it.
video game hardware is getting cheaper, CJ. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's
That's
not
how it
though.
works.
It's not.
That's how it works. As time goes by, the cost
Switch 2 is
come
probably
down.
going to get more expensive this year
Oh my goodness.
since everything else has gotten more expensive.
My goodness.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's do this one from Hacker Alias. Well, it's from listener Jason, who says, I have no question. Just wanted to say that I will miss hearing Phil on P1P every week. Hope you'll be back as a guest host on a semi-regular basis. There you go.
CJ has already told me off the air that he's not allowing that.
No, that's not allowed. No, I am allowing that.
Sorry.
Of course, you're welcome back anytime. you
Oh,
like,
that's
Phil.
it's funny you say it now while we're on like
yeah, CJ's
live.
really nice when the cameras are on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really nice all the time. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Hacker
CJ
Alias.
does a complete 360 when the cameras are off. Let me tell you that.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh, it's not true that you do a 360?
No.
So you admit that you're a meanie when the cameras are off?
Oh no, you're right. Okay, yes. Complete
Oh.
360 to my normal ways of being.
CJ's
Very
also
nice-
notoriously
very nice person.
bad at math.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Hacker Alias Fabs Rubio says, since you'll be immune from the vitriol, what's Phil's hottest take? A great
Oh.
game you think is garbage? Thanks for all the entertainment you guys have brought over the years. Hail Satan.
Wow.
That's actually a really smart thing to do. Yeah.
What is your
That's a good point.
most controversial hot take, Phil?
There has never been a genuinely good video game.
That's pretty.
not a one.
That's a pretty interesting take.
Not a one.
That's great.
Video games, they're not art. It is
Oh, okay.
not
They're not art.
a good form of entertainment. Nope.
Okay.
There is no such thing.
Okay. All right.
I agree with your opinions and would like to subscribe to your magazine.
I have a
Newsletter.
Patreon that
Yeah.
I'd like to point you towards. You know what? I don't have terribly spicy takes, especially as I've gotten older and more tolerant of just whatever.
Yeah.
Let people like what they want. I will say this.
But Phil, you have to tell people if you don't like something that's popular, you have to go ahead and crap on something that everybody likes.
What's your favorite game, CJ?
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, that game's shit.
What
It
the-
always has been. Yeah.
Wow.
And the people who like it are dumb and bad. And communists?
What?
Possibly. I've just heard people
That's what
talking.
People are saying. People are saying.
Better off red than playing Sea of Thieves.
Oh.
Zelda stopped being good when it went 3D. Metroid stopped
Oh.
being good when it went 3D.
Mm.
I don't really think that.
Eh.
I mean, I think it a little, but You know, that is probably about as hot as my takes get. Is I greatly prefer 2D Zelda to 3D Zelda. But also, like, a lot of people love 3D Zelda, and more power to them. I'm glad.
Sure.
The games
You'll
are
always
good.
have your 2D Zelda.
They're good games. I'm not going to sit here and say Breath of the Wild is not a good game.
Yeah.
But I personally would rather play Link to the Past.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah, I get it.
I don't particularly care for the GTA series. A lot of people do. Cool. I'm
right
glad.
there with you on
Enjoy.
that. Yeah.
Please enjoy your Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out.
Yes.
Will I play it? I don't know. Maybe.
BioShock Infinite. What do you think?
Oh, that game's terrible.
I mean, that's not a hot take.
really a hot
This
That's
take.
not a hot take, though. BioShock Infinite's just not very good.
There are people who really like it, though.
Yeah, but I mean, some people are wrong about things. Oh,
guess
my
so.
goodness.
Yeah. Some people like
But-
Star Fox Adventures and Donkey Kong 64. I mean, what's wrong with those people?
I mean, look,
I liked Donkey Kong 64 at one time.
you like some terrible stuff when you were a kid.
Yes.
I loved the
can happen.
Transformers cartoon when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it was a good cartoon. Because I don't know if you've tried watching the old Transformers cartoon
Not recently.
recently. It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Let's do this one from Mr. Nelson,
No,
good
Mr.
friend.
Mr. Nelson.
who says, since this is the last episode with all three old men, I have to ask, as a fellow old man, I just got a CPAP machine and am having discomfort with the nose pillow type mask. What kind of masks do the three of you use with your CPAPs?
See, this is one of the reasons why it's a good time for me to be leaving. When people are writing in to say, hey, give us advice on friggin' old man getting ready to die stuff.
Hey, that's
Well, CPAPs aren't that.
I
CPAPs are
mean,
wonderful.
I go with the full face mask.
You're a full facer?
I am absolutely a full facer, and here's why.
Phil's all about the full
Ow.
facial.
Here's why.
Full facer. All
Oh,
right.
absolutely. I mean, for those who don't know CPAP machines, which I would imagine is most of you,
Yeah.
because you're not friggin' old
Or have sleep apnea.
or have sleep apnea.
There's that.
The full face mask covers nose and mouth.
Yeah.
And I have a problem? Question mark.
Okay.
When I sleep, I my mouth tends to drop open. I
Yeah,
tend to
mine
sleep
does
with my
too.
mouth open.
Yeah.
Which, if you are trying to use a CPAP machine and you just have the little nubbin that goes over your nose, that doesn't help
No.
because the air that it's pumping in is just shooting out your mouth at that point,
Yeah.
which does not does you know it that's not
Doesn't do
what's
you any
supposed to
good.
happen. You need to have the air going into your lungs and not just shooting out of your mouth. So I wear the full face mask because of that. Also, because it makes you look like Bane.
Oh, of course.
So I can just be like,
course.
oh, nobody, everyone was before I put on the mask. You know, I can do that sort of thing, which my wife finds hilarious, or so I imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
You tell yourself that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's ready for bed? Let me just get myself all strapped in.
I do the nose pillow.
Me
Of
too.
course you do.
Nose pillow.
Half a mask for half a man.
I'm a stomach sleeper also.
Oh, is that
That's
right?
weird.
Yeah. So
I sleep on my side.
I used to sleep on my side, but I find ever since I got that got the CPAP, I don't like that anymore because I use You're right. This is old man talk. I use really firm pillows. So
Some really. How firm are we
yeah.
talking about here? What
Very firm.
level?
There are levels.
I'm sure there are.
All I know is there's not a whole lot of give. So because I've broad shoulders, CJ, and
Okay.
if I sleep on my side, I need to have a fair amount of support for the old noggin, so I don't get neck pain.
The buckwheat husk pillow. That's good.
Anyway,
going
back to Mr. Nelson's
anyway.
Original concern, I used the nose pillow as well, and the first couple nights I used it, I found it also very uncomfortable. But I realized that I had it way too tight, and that will do it.
That certainly can do it.
Loosey goosey.
Yeah,
but if you're really having a problem with it, definitely change to the face, the nose, and mouth mask.
Yes.
This has been Senior Talk
with Player One Podcast. All right, let's do this one from Hacker Alias Okatok's lawyer, who says, if there was one guest that would agree to be on the podcast that would bring Phil out of retirement to be on the show, who would it be?
One guest?
One guest. Like, what guest could we have on the show where you're like, I gotta be on that show?
Oh boy. Well, it feels like I'm cheating a little because I know he's in the chat, but if you guys had Paul on, I'd be like, I got to get back on and talk to Paul.
There you go.
Oh yeah, Mike Phillips. Hacker Alias.
Mike told us that he's not coming. Well, he's going to come back now that you're leaving.
Oh, so it's just
that's the reason why he would come back.
Okay, well that mean
he wouldn't even consider it.
Again, tremendous upgrade getting Mike on. So I would definitely concede the show to Mike.
There you go. So your answer is Paul Mattingly.
And see, Paul says I'll be there.
There you go.
You see? I do love a Paul.
We'll have to schedule something up. How about next week?
Miyamoto with no translator, says Paul.
Oh, yes. That would be good. Everyone would love that.
A very confused man.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'd ask him how he likes working at Nintendo.
Sumimasen, Miyamoto-san. Nintendo doga desu ka?
Kyoto desu.
Did I just say where is Nintendo?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this one from Hacker Alias Namava.
Oh, yes.
It's time for Phil to give us his final word. Which Transformers games, if any, are worth playing today?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. You know what? The two War 4 and Fall of Cybertron games, I really loved both of those back when they came out. I have not played them since. I'm guessing they probably hold up okay.
Yeah.
They're probably still pretty good. It's been a long time since those were out, but yeah, Greg left for a minute because
he's sorry, what's up?
We're Namiva is asking about what Transformers games are good still. And I brought up the two Cybertron games as being games that I really liked back when I first played them, and I'm guessing they hold up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The Melbourne House game on the PlayStation 2 was quite good.
Yeah, it was just called the Transformers, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And it was based on the Armada, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so.
It's one of those.
It definitely wasn't based on G1.
No, it was one of the Unicron trilogy shows, which I
never really watched.
Well, they're notoriously quite terrible.
Okay.
Some of the toys are actually pretty good, though.
I just remember liking it because it was a Transformers game, and it was a good Transformers game.
But yeah, the game itself was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Devastation.
That was the cell shaded one, right? I found that okay. I got tired of it pretty fast.
And I know CJ and Greg are not Platinum fans.
Yeah.
No.
I am a fan of Platinum's games. Devastation was very clearly the B team.
It was it was really repetitive.
It is definitely repetitive. But boy, it looks great for a G1 nerd.
Yeah.
Like myself, it looks great. It sounds great. They got a bunch of the original voice actors in it playing their old characters. So for just G1 pandering nostalgia, Devastation's still, again, Greg's right. It's not great.
It's not bad either.
No.
If you're big, like you said, if you're a G1 nerd, it'll probably be enough to carry you.
It's like a solid 7 out of 10. Probably a 6 out of 10 if you're not a G1 nerd like myself, but if you are, it bumps it up a point. But yeah, there's not a lot of good Transformers games out there.
There you go.
But
okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's Devastation, I suppose, and maybe the Cybertron games. And probably that Armada game if you can find it.
Yeah, hard to find, I'm sure.
And you got a PS2 sitting around still.
That was the game that came out just as we were getting near the end of our development cycle on Robotech Invasion, and we realized, they're doing everything we want to do better.
Oh no.
Whoops.
It was very disheartening.
Oh,
it was a good game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, well, let's do this one. This is an email from listener Chris Bealey.
Electronic mail? Wow.
Electronic mail. Yes, love the show. Been listening since long before the epic 666 episode. I was going through some really heavy shit in 2020 after lots of major surgery and more besides, and listening to Phil on the show helped me a lot. Phil is just so unapologetically himself, and CJ and Greg love him anyway, and I really needed to hear that during a really dark time in my life. So thank you, Phil, for inspiring me to be myself, and thank you, Greg and CJ and Phil, for a wonderful show.
Oh, that's super sweet.
That is super.
I hope things are going better for you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do another one here from listener Jeff.
It's weird it says unapologetically, because I feel like I apologize all the time. Or
not enough.
Or
not enough.
This. Yeah.
Clearly not enough.
No.
All right. Listener Jeff says, I've thought about writing a note to you guys dozens of times, and with Phil about to retire, I figured I needed to just do it. I haven't been there since the very beginning, but I've been listening since around episode 100.
Oh, geez.
I'm a little younger than you guys, but have an older brother right at your age.
Everyone's a little younger than us.
Statistically speaking, most people are younger than we are.
This is true.
Yeah.
And got started playing video games on his Atari when I was 3 or so in 1986, and was a Genesis guy like Greg in a world of Nintendo kids. So I've always really related to your opinions and memories. I can't tell you how much being able to listen to you guys each week has meant to me through the birth of my youngest, going back to school, a cross-country move, a divorce, and now my kids graduating high school.
Oof.
For almost 18 years, you guys have been a constant. Through the various fourth chairs, I still miss Mike Phillips. To just the three of you for the last several hundred episodes, I feel like I've gotten to know you as well as some of my best friends in person. I've been a Patreon for a while and will continue to support, but I wanted to make sure Phil was able to know, too, how much you've meant and how much I appreciate you guys. No question, really. Just wanted to say thanks.
Thank
thanks.
you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this one from listener Bobby, who asks, what is Phil's favorite Mega Man related memorabilia that he possesses? Also wanted to say thank you for the laughs. You three have tremendous chemistry. 2020 through 2021 was rough as a critical care nurse, but this podcast brought me joy during my commute. Long live Phil.
Oh my gosh. That couldn't have been an easy time doing that job. My gosh. More power to you. Jeez Louise. Boy, my favorite
Mega Man memorabilia.
I don't. I've slowed down on buying Mega Man crap over
Yeah.
the years. Well, gosh, and it's so weird. I do have, and it's hanging up. It's right there. You
You
can't
can't
see it.
see it,
You
but
can't
it's there.
see it. But I have hanging up in a little shadow box frame. I have my my copy of Rockman 2 for Famicom.
Nice.
It's in the box, and it's been signed and sketched on by Keiji Inafune,
Hmm.
who was one of the main character designers for the Mega Man series. For the longest time, he was credited as the creator of the series, but he's not.
Right.
But it's weird though, because Inafune is kind of dropped a fair bit in the public perception, and not without reason. The whole Mighty Number 9 thing, and then he was getting into like NFTs and crap like that for a while. So
Yeah.
his sort of standing as a respected figure in the video game industry has taken a deep plunge.
Yeah.
But he did have a very big role in those early Mega Man games. He
Yeah.
was like the
And then
main.
keeping it alive too.
What's that?
Keeping it alive for part of the modern era.
Absolutely. And I don't know like what kind of, maybe this was always him in spirit, but I met him, interviewed him back in the early aughts at Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
And this was
2003.
What's that?
2003 when you went.
I'm trying to remember. It was the year when they were showing off Mega Man Powered Up.
Oh, okay. So later than that.
It was probably the 2005 show.
Okay.
Or Rockman, as the Japanese version is known. And he was the producer in that game. I forget the fellow who was the director. But I was interviewing both of them. And although Inafune did the bulk of the talking, and at the time he was great to talk to. He was very clearly a huge fan of the series. Obviously, it meant a lot to him. He was so enthusiastically talking about what it was like revisiting the original Mega Man game. I was talking with him about just designing these early games and what it meant to go back to one of these these older games and sort of reintroducing it to a new generation. And he was talking about how this was a way for younger programmers at Capcom and younger game designers to sort of really take a deep dive into studying these classic games and discovering what made them good and discovering what made them such long lasting classic games, and being able to sort of recreate that and put their modern day spin on it. And we got talking about just how you play these old games and they become sort of second nature and muscle memory. And he was so excited to, be able to recreate those experiences. And he was great to talk to. He had a lot of insight and a lot of genuine passion for this sort of thing. And then, a few years later, he's shilling NFTs.
Right.
And I don't know, again, like I said, maybe that was always just sort of kind of that mindset was always brewing under the surface, or maybe just something happened to him, some experience sort of changed his outlook. But
So what you're saying is your favorite piece of Mega Man memorabilia is the NFTs that Keiji Inafune was shilling.
100%.
This is what I'm hearing.
And I'm trying to sell them because I think they have gone up in value. I believe
You were promised that they would be
there
would be a value
They
greater
told
than
me I
one
would-
penny.
I would make millions without any effort whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, so it is. It is my favorite piece. Even though
It's
it is
the Mega Man 2 Famicom box art signed by Inafune.
Yes, I have complicated feelings about it. But it does mean a lot to me because he signed it. He drew a little a metal, those little hard head enemies. He sketched one of those on there. And I mean, Mega Man 2 is my favorite game in the series. It's my favorite. It's my favorite game of all time. So it's an important little piece of memorabilia for me. But yeah, there's a little, there's a story to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's great.
It makes me remember the older days when I was in the video game press and the good times I had doing that. And it's a reminder that maybe don't idolize game developers or celebrities because you never know where they're going to end up.
There are humans that have flaws too.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Well, let's do this one from hacker alias Shafto, who says, Phil,
yes,
cast your mind forward and imagine a world in another 1,000 Player One podcast episodes.
Okay, so that's
20 years from now.
About 20 years from now.
What would you like the gaming landscape to look like, and what do you think it will look like?
What will the video game world be
Yes.
in 2046?
2046.
When 70-year-old CJ and Greg are still doing this show.
Yeah.
And I'm kicking back with my 20 years of because I'm still getting paid, right? I'm being paid for this in perpetuity.
No, that reminds me, I have to take a look at our LLC documents.
Oh yeah, that is actually true. You're gonna have to take me off of
take you off of that.
You're gonna have to take me off. CJ's cutting my access to the Player One bank account because I will embezzle the shit out of that. The second I gotta figure out, I gotta do that thing where I'm draining a penny from it every.
That's how that works. That works
well. The Office Space scam.
Yeah.
What will the video game industry be like
in 20 years?
With any luck, we've had a major crash that has caused the entire industry to rethink itself. And we've rebooted, and we are no longer having these giant, massive mega corporations making games with millions upon millions of dollars of budgets that can never become profitable, and we get back to people in their garages selling
floppy disks in
games in
Ziploc
bags. Absolutely. That's the only way.
Maybe that'll be how it is. So that's not what you would like it to be like.
Gaming can be saved. Hey, there's my hot take. Let's go back. There's my hot take. Video games should only be sold in Ziploc bags and made by people in their garages. That's what it should be. That's what gaming should be. That's the true heart of video gaming.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. I mean, part of me wonders if that is where we're going to get to.
Yeah.
With all these game companies being shut down. You have games that are huge, Epic.
Yeah.
Laying off 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Fortnite is huge. Fortnite makes a lot of money, but apparently not enough. And 1,000 people lose their job.
Gotta have that number always going up, Phil.
You know,
number must go up. If it is
I gotta say,
leveling
endless
off,
growth.
it's not good
Endless
enough.
growth.
I tend to be a relatively optimistic guy by nature, as you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I see stuff like that and I get skeptical and I get pessimistic. And, you know, part of me wonders, you know, do we have to have another crash to reboot it? It would be terrible because there'd be a lot more people losing their jobs. But, you know, is that where we're going? I hope not. I genuinely hope not. I don't want people losing their jobs. I don't want that kind of weight on my shoulders. I hope I don't cause that.
Yeah.
I hope my words are not prophetic in nature.
Yeah.
Or did people just want me to say like, oh, maybe there'll be an Overwatch 3? Was that the answer that we wanted here?
I don't think so.
Is there technically even an Overwatch 2 anymore?
Technically not anymore. No.
They took the number away.
Yep. They're gonna go. You know what? They'll skip to 4. They'll pull a Leisure Suit Larry, and we'll have a missing sequel.
Shafto says, also, I'm really going to miss your insight and whimsy every week, Phil, and wish you nothing but love.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you.
Let's wrap with this one.
Well, my name is Phil, and I'm here to say we're going to do one more question today.
There you go. From Hacker Alley Stand Before Time, who says, we have to know this game that Phil has been playing that he refuses to talk about. We can't leave this unsaid.
It was Pokemon Pokopia.
There you go.
Wow. I didn't think you'd name it.
I didn't expect that. I expected you to pull something else out, but you said it. Wow.
Maybe that was another one of my trademark prank 'em ups. You don't know. You'll never know now.
Bazinga.
Oh my goodness.
And on that
note, choke at his Mountain Dew.
Yeah. All righty, and that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you have a question for us or a comment you want to share, you can direct that to @P1 Podcast on the Blue Sky, or you can go to our internet website at player1podcast.com. There you'll find our contact information. You will find show notes and links to all the things that we talked about in this episode, and a link to our Discord server where you can discuss this episode with us and our other listeners.
Are you recording this outro, CJ? Because this will be the one that you'll be repeating every week now.
No, I'm going to make Greg do it. And here's the funny thing: is every week after this, now he's going to be, I don't know what Phil says, something about this, and
that's
like
the prediction you can make.
Half,
That's the prediction you can make for 20 years from now.
Half
you
of
can
the
start taking notes, Greg.
Yeah.
If you would like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting player1podcast.com or by loading up your favorite podcast listening app. We're also on Spotify. You can like us on Facebook. You can watch video archives of our show on the youtubes.com/P1 Podcast, or you can watch us live most weeks on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Twitch.televisions. Just follow our Blue Sky account to find out when we are doing our next live show. Typically, it is every Sunday evening at 5:30 specific time. So join us, won't you? And I'll tell you what, if you like what you've heard, and how could you, head over to patreon.com/P1 Podcast. Throw a few shekels our way. Maybe with enough Patreon bribery, CJ.
I was going to say, don't set yourself up for something.
I was just going to say, maybe CJ will give me a lot of money and convince me to come back.
Don't set yourself up for that.
I don't know.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Look, I can't help if people want to throw money my way.
Start
Maybe
your
I'll
own.
start. Maybe I'll
Start your
start my
Patreon.
own Patreon
There you go. Do it.
with blackjack and hookers. You know what? Forget the blackjack. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
What we will, of course, do with your Patreon funds is keep the show streaming every week. All of that fun behind the scenes nonsense that we have to deal. Well, that CJ has to deal with. Let's be honest. And I'll tell you what, if you are a Patreon supporter of the $5 tier,
Cheap.
you gain access to a special weekly bonus episode. We record it right after this, where we play games, crack fun. No, we crack wise. God damn it.
Can't believe it.
I guess I got to come back.
We got to
next
do
week
this
and
whole
try
show again. Start over.
Jeez.
Hit delete.
We play games, crack wise,
Yep.
having fun,
Yeah.
doing all the stuff we can't do on the regular show. CJ,
Yes.
do we have a game for this? My final after show.
You know, I was afraid that this would happen. We would get to the final
Really?
after show and we wouldn't have a game.
Oh my gosh.
I just didn't expect that to
You know what? I blame the listeners.
yeah, I mean you
Really?
should.
When it comes right down to it, I blame them
Yeah.
as I do in all things.
Well, Phil, we do have a quiz this week.
Oh my
in
gosh.
fact.
Oh, our wonderful listeners. I love you.
It's a Jeopardy quiz all about you, Phil.
Me?
All about you.
That can't be.
That is correct. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So we will be
Oh
doing
my
that
goodness.
right after this.
Who was this? Was this sent in by someone?
Sent in, wrangled by our good friend Mike.
Oh my
who I
gosh.
believe other folks have contributed to it. Other listeners have contributed to it, but wrangled by our good friend.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Well, please, dear Patreon friends, join us for that.
Yes,
When
it
we
happens.
post it.
Yeah, when
CJ posted. I don't do this.
it's not,
do any of this
yet.
stuff.
I mean, you know, no.
And I'll tell you what, friendos, if you have a couple bucks left over, why don't you go to patreon.com/Greg Seward to help support Greg's outstanding, and it is outstanding, web series about North America's favorite runner-up, the Sega Genesis.
Thank you, Phil. And if you're a supporter of the $3 variety,
That is also very cheap.
I feel like we're saying goodbye to you as well, Satan.
What are you talking about?
I just have that feeling.
We're
devil
always going to have Satan in our hearts. Come on.
That's true.
I'm always lurking around, sneaking and peeking and creeping, just looking for them naughty deeds that you love to do.
Dirt cheap.
Oh no, very expensive.
I
It
mean,
only costs your eternal soul.
You get early access to all the videos
That's
that are
very
released
harsh,
as well.
my
And
gosh.
if you are a $3 tier subscriber, you have a new video to watch right now.
oh,
A new one.
a
So
new
go do it.
video.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fantastic.
Please support the show.
As well you should.
You know, everyone's talking here about
Talking
Phil
about
leaving.
people. Yeah.
I mean, it's true. It's true, Satan. I am leaving.
I know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah,
hurts. It hurts my blackened, devilish heart.
That's very kind of you, Satan. I appreciate it.
I just wanted to say, Phil,
Yes, Satan.
Quite a lot of gymnastics happening here.
did you ever know that you're my hero?
Oh, Satan, come on now.
You're everything I would like to be.
Oh, that's too kind.
I can fly higher than an eagle. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh my gosh, Satan. That's far too kind. You're gonna make me cry.
That's all I ever wanted. Was your sadness.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna miss him most of all.
Absolutely.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think
Is
that's
that
it.
Forever
For some of us.
Oh, that's true. CJ,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
Sincerely, genuinely, for nearly 20 years of dealing with this nonsense. Thank you so much, CJ.
And thank you for being on this podcast. I'm
Thank
sure you
you.
thought it was only going to be like, how long could it go? A couple weeks?
I figured surely this wouldn't be the next 20 years of my life.
And yet it was.
And
for
here
all
we
of
are.
us.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
Gregory.
Yo.
Thank you as well, my dear friend Greg.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you for the 1,000 episodes.
The
Yes.
first person who came to talk to me when I got my job at Expert Gamer Magazine,
Was me.
the very first
Me.
person to come up to me to welcome me aboard. And I'm not counting CJ, because I knew you before.
That's true.
CJ I was already friends with, but the first non-CJ person to come up and say hello and offer to take me out to dinner was the lovely Greg Seward. And I have always remembered that. And he is a dear, dear friend.
Aw.
Thank you so much, Gregory.
Thank you, Phil.
And seriously, you know what? Seriously, both of you, thank you so much for letting me join you on this little show. I understood that you needed a hook, you needed something to make it good, and you realized that quickly.
We sure did.
And you were like, okay, let's get an idiot here.
You are our fifth and only choice.
Thank you. I'm glad that all the more talented, smarter, better looking people turned you down. And it was my pleasure. No, seriously. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. I love you all tremendously. And I hope that you will deem me worthy to have back every now and again to chat about.
Every week, starting next week.
Yep.
Oh my God. Don't
Guest
do that to
host.
me. Oh.
Yep.
And of course, a big old thank you to you, our lovely, wonderful listeners. Thank you for everyone who joined us here live tonight. Rest assured, I am indeed seeing all of your messages that have been scrolling by during the show. They are wonderful. I'm doing my best to not tear up. The Mountain Dew is helping with that. Let me. Oh my gosh. There we go. Dormer and Gaming Steve are coming back next week. Thank you. Good. Finally. But no, thank you. Wonderful listeners. Every single darn one of you. You've all been so kind. You've all been so great all these years. As always, please take care of yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends. Please be kind to each other, but also be kind to yourself. And CJ and Greg, hope to see you next week. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.